what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story that I've got for you guys today, the latest physique update from Tonion Burton. So I want to talk about Tonion a little bit because he's kind of been in the news lately. He's 2 weeks out right now from the Arnold Classic South America. Then he's also doing the New York Pro, where he's going to be battling with Nick Walker, trying to prevent Nick from winning another New York Pro title. And obviously both Tonion and Nick are past New York Pro champions. Now, while Nick is kind of the on-paper favorite to win the New York Pro, Tonion in Brazil, which he looks like he is right now in this update, he's in a gym in Brazil, he's the on-paper favorite to win the Arnold Classic South America based on who we know is in the lineup so far. Because on paper, even though Rafael looked amazing at the Arnold Classic just a couple weeks ago, on paper, Tonion is the highest Olympia placer in this lineup. So we know about Rafael, we know about Good Vito, we know about Carlos Thomas Jr., and we know about Tonion. I'm not really sure who else is doing it, but Tonion was 8th place at the 2023 Mr. Olympia. Now, Rafael Brandau's best Olympia placing was 10th, and that was the year prior to the 2022 Mr. Olympia. And of course, Tonion looks phenomenal in this update. He's got, he's interesting. The comparison has been made a lot between him and Dexter Jackson. He's very vascular. He's got really crazy delts, really round, full delts and arms. Lately, he's been bringing really good condition. And I think it's also worth pointing out that he's another guy that moved up to men's open from 212. The guys that have been doing that seem to have been having tremendous success as open bodybuilders. Prime examples being your past 2 Arnold Classic champion, the Arnold UK and Ohio, Hadi. He came from 212. Your current Mr. Olympia, Derek Lunsford, came from 212. Could Tonion Burton be the next guy that comes from 212 to really do some damage in these men's open shows? And by the way, I do think 8th place at the Olympia is already doing some damage, but could he pull off the upset here? Because obviously in Brazil, Rafael Brandau is going to be the favorite. He's coming off of a lot of hype, a lot of momentum from the Arnold Classics. Even though he's only 3rd, he didn't win the Arnold Classic Ohio. A lot of people think Rafael looked phenomenal. But how high is the probability that Tonion pulls off the upset here, being the on-paper favorite? Or could we have the ultimate upset in a guy like Good Vito or Carlos Thomas Jr. pulling off the win? That's the question. This is going to be a highly competitive, very interesting show. And we also got 2 recent physique updates from Rafael Brandau. Now, this first pose by Rafael, this is called the crucifix pose. And honestly, I think he hits this pose really, really well. It's basically a front double bicep while keeping your arms kind of straight. And I think it's poses like this that really show off the uniqueness of Rafael's physique for an open bodybuilder. He's extremely aesthetic for an open guy, and that's kind of been the appeal of Rafael since he started competing. But that's also been the critique of Rafael. In a lot of the bigger shows that he's done, people constantly say he's too small. He gets overlooked. He gets out-muscled. He gets outsized. And even though he's really aesthetic or in really good condition, whatever the case may be, they feel like he just doesn't have enough muscle. But this year, I think we saw the best version of Rafael we've ever seen in terms of size, in terms of condition, in terms of shape. And I think that 3rd place placing was actually a really good placing for him behind Samson and Hadi. And I think what he demonstrated at the Arnold Classic was that he did put on a lot of size. And going into the Arnold South America with this home field advantage, can he win? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Now, we got a big update today from Urs Kalecinski. I haven't seen a whole lot of people talk about this, so I wanted to cover it here. Urs says he's taking a break, and it looks like he's done competing until the Olympia, but he's also going to be taking a break from posting on social media, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. And he kind of talks about how over the course of his prep, it was difficult. It was a difficult prep for him both physically and mentally, and he really just needs to take a break. And that would explain why during that prep we saw probably the least that we've ever seen from Urs. We didn't see any Instagram posts, we didn't see any physique updates, no posing videos. We were all kind of wondering what he looked like up until like the week of the show. And I think this explains why. So the reason why this is important is, as we were just talking about, the Arnold Classic South America is coming up, and Urs initially said his goal for the season was to hit all 3 Arnold Classics, the Ohio, the UK, and the Brazil. Well, now he's done the Ohio and the UK, placing 3rd place in Ohio behind Ramon and Wesley, and then another 3rd place in the UK behind Breon and Wesley, and also 3rd place at the 2023 Olympia behind Ramon and Sebum. But Urs is already qualified for the 2024 Mr. Olympia, so he doesn't need to continue competing. So I don't think we're going to see him until then. But I definitely wish Urs the best. I hope he gets the rest that he needs, and he's really an awesome dude, so I hope to see him fully come back from whatever he's going through. Now, next up in the news, we've got a physique update from Rubiel Mosquera, a.k.a. Neckzilla. Now, I think a lot of fans were disappointed to see that Neckzilla kind of skipped both the Arnold Classic UK and the Arnold Classic Ohio and didn't really give a reason for why he didn't do either show, despite committing to both. So his caption on this post says he's a few days out from starting his prep for something big, and he'll tell you soon what it is. Now, I'll tell you guys what I have heard it is. I heard a rumor that he's doing the New York Pro. That's what I heard. And by rumor, I guess you could say he gave the same level of commitment as he gave to both Arnold Classics. I guess he said he's going to do it. Now, obviously, based on his track record with both Arnold Classics, just kind of no call, no showing, I'm really hesitant to take him at his word or believe any, quote, rumors that he's doing a show. I really just want to wait and see if he actually shows up. So just like the Arnold Classics, let's call this unconfirmed that he's doing the New York Pro, because for all we know, he's going to skip that one too. I've been told that he's very difficult to communicate with. And he looks good in this update. I mean, he doesn't look like he's ready to step on stage, and he doesn't look super lean, but he still looks big. He still looks freaky. He could conceivably be, I think it's 7 weeks now from the New York Pro. It certainly doesn't look like he would be doing the Arnold Classic UK in 2 weeks. So I don't think that's even on the table. But just like I've been telling you guys, I think we're going to start this season off with a lot of really exciting shows. I mean, we got a great start with the Arnold UK and US, really exciting 2 shows. But I think some of these lineups are going to surprise you at some of these upcoming shows, like the New York Pro in May, Arnold Classic South America in April. You've also got the Detroit Pro coming up. I think these lineups, you're going to see a lot of guys that we've talked a lot about that we haven't seen a lot of bigger name, kind of mysterious social media guys doing these shows. And frankly, I think we're going to have some really, really exciting lineups. You're probably going to see some results at these shows that are a bit surprising. You're possibly going to see some upsets at these shows. So I've said it before, and I know, that kind of gap between the Olympia and the Arnold, January, February, it's like a really boring, dead time for bodybuilding, but it's definitely kicking back up. Now, the final story that I've got for you guys today, the latest physique update from Hadi Chupin. Post-Arnold Classic UK victory, he's the back-to-back Arnold Classic champion, UK and US. And I think he did exactly what he set out to do. I think the conversation now is that Hadi stands a really good chance, and he's got a lot of momentum when it comes to potentially getting back his Olympia title. Because I remember seeing when Hadi lost to Derek in 2023, a lot of the comments were Hadi was just a one-time champion, and now it's somebody new. There were a lot of people saying Derek is going to be, a reigning Olympia champ for years to come. And now the conversation is, wow, Hadi looks the best he's ever looked. It's crazy how he's still able to improve this deep into his career, make these massive improvements just between the Olympia and the Arnold. Now, again, you do have to consider the fact that the seeming miracle coach, Hani Rambod, is also working with Derek. So the same level of meticulous coaching that's going into Hadi's, dynasty here, winning these Arnold Classics and the massive improvements that he's made, that same coaching is going towards Derek. So I would expect to see Derek make similar improvements. And there's no reason to think that we couldn't see the best version of Derek that we've ever seen. And I think Hani knows what Derek needs to do. So this is, to me, this is so fascinating. And this is why I like being friends with Hani and getting the opportunity to talk about this. Just the fact that the top 2 at the Olympia, and they're both Mr. Olympia champions, are coached by the same guy is so fascinating to me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you guys think is going to win the 2024 Mr. Olympia, Hadi Chupin or Derek Lunsford? And that's going to wrap it up for the video, guys. I hope you did, in fact, enjoy it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification icon, all that good stuff. And as always, I love you guys, appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out. All right, guys, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Also, check out my Instagram at NICKS&P, my Facebook page, which is simply Nick Strength and Power, my secondary YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Vlogs, for vlogs and bonus content that you will not see on this channel, and consider subscribing to my third YouTube channel, Nick Strength and Pokemon, which is all things Pokemon and trading card games, completely unrelated to this channel. So if you're into that, give that one a look. And all links to merchandise and social media will be in the description box below. If you guys want a Nick Strength and Power t-shirt, that will be in the Shopify link below. Have a great day.